How y'all doing? I wanted to talk about how we are more powerful than we think we are. And what I mean by that, let me first start off talking about an individual level. Each person holds their specific power. And in this society, we were taught to not dive into that power. We were taught to not live or think outside the box. Don't question anything. Just be satisfied what you were given. Don't look that direction. Don't question that. Don't do this. Don't do that. And because we were taught that way, a lot of people are still indoctrinated with that mindset to not think for themselves and to not question everything. I love to use Christianity and other Abrahamic religions as an example because these religions were made to control people. It was made to keep people in a low vibrational state because it's fear-based. You don't do this, or you do this one thing, you're gonna burn for eternity. That's fear. Like, if you don't do this, you're gonna burn. And I remember when I was a Christian, that used to scare me because the idea of hell was like, no. But the moment I had my spiritual awakening and I actually started questioning the Bible, I was like, doesn't make any sense. How was this supposed to be a loving God, but he allowed this, and this to happen? How did that happen? And this happen? It's basically asking questions in church. Never got an answer. If the people didn't have an answer, what did they say? Only God knows. No, actually. Why should we follow something so blindly if you don't know everything? If you don't know the basics? If you don't know the origin, who made it, why it was made, why isn't anybody asking these questions? So it made me wonder, what am I doing? What am I led to believe in? Why am I even here? And it made me question so many things that are very important to know. And that led me to not be a Christian anymore. And those Abrahamic religions teach you that God is outside of yourself. Now, whenever I bring that argument and that statement to other Christians, they be like, no, but this excerpt in the Bible said that God is within you. How come y'all don't practice that? How come every time you want something, you get on your knees and beg? If God was truly inside of you, why would you be begging yourself? If you ask, you shall receive. So if you know that, oh, I asked for this one thing, I know I'm going to get it, why are you still begging? Is it because you actually have doubt that it's actually not going to come? Just think about that. They don't want you to know about the power that you truly have because God is within you. You are God. You are Goddess. You already are. Especially my melanated beings out there, you already are. There isn't one thing that you can't achieve. Everything that you put your mind to, you will achieve. That's how this works. That's how this works. So, because we weren't taught to think for ourselves, a lot of the things that we do day to day, it's just subconsciously happening, if that made sense. Like, we do things that we are not really aware of for real. Like, why do we celebrate these holidays? Why do we work this often? Why do we have to work? Why do we have to pay for rent? Why do we have to have money? Why do we have to retire if we shouldn't even be working in the first place? Why is nobody questioning these certain things? Why is everybody just going with the flow for everything and not questioning? Just think about all our ancestors, especially my Haitians out there. Think about our ancestors. They started questioning, why are we here? Why are we going through all this misery? Why are we suffering? And why are we putting up with it? Our ancestors tried multiple times to have a successful revolution, and we did. We were the first Black republic to ever free ourselves through the power within our own spirituality, our own power. No other country had the ability to do that because no other country had the unity of voodoo, of spirituality. It unites you. Now, I'm not trying to be like promoting it. This is not for everyone. But I am using that as an example because this religion has been looked down upon because the same people that make our books, make the news, make our media, make everything, are the same people that got their ass whooped by our ancestors. So of course, they would picture voodoo in a horrible light. They can't take it away from you, but they can make you scared of yourself. So I use that as an example of, now I'm asking everyone, what are you afraid of? What is there to be afraid of? Think about it this way. I love thinking about the movie Bug's Life because I love that movie. As a kid, I loved it because it was funny. But I rewatched it as an adult and I'm like, so everybody watched this movie and not one person was like, yeah, let's do Bug's Life is literally, like, I forgot the exact quote that the grasshopper said, but like that one scene where one of the ants made a mess and disrupted like the place of the grasshoppers, and then the main grasshopper had to like punish the ant, and everybody, like all the other grasshoppers, are like, it wasn't even that serious, why'd you have to do that? And he was like, if you let that slide, imagine if everybody else thinks it's okay to let that slide. There are more them than us. We can't let them know of their power. Who are they talking about? Us? Come on now, like, just think about how we outnumbered them by so much. We outnumbered them, like, it's actually crazy. Like, other countries are revolting right now. Why are we just staying with it? Now, don't get me wrong, I don't expect my melanated people to be the forefront of this revolution because we did way too much work. I'm never gonna advise or recommend my melanated people to take the first step. I would never. But to all the other people that may be watching that is not melanated, just think about it. We start so much. A lot of the revolutions and strikes and changes that were made in this country were made on the backs of melanated people. And unfortunately, as melanated people, we don't really know our power for real because we were taught to be scared of it, like I was saying in the beginning. But what I say, like, when it comes to coming together, I truly feel like as a melanated community, we have to come together first. Now, I'm aware because of the trade, can't say the word, but because of the trade, a lot of us came from different places and different tribes with different backgrounds, different beliefs, different morals, different spiritual beliefs. But there's definitely a way we can come together because just being a Black American is already enough. Like, we have y'all have your own culture, y'all have your own sayings, y'all have everything. Literally everything. Y'all are literally the stars of this country. Everybody who wants to participate, everybody wants to sing y'all songs, but nobody wants to sing y'all blues. You see what I'm trying to say? So I feel like this is just a video basically saying, like, as a melanated community, we gotta get our stuff together. Like, we actually need to have deep conversations. And these conversations need to be taken seriously, like breaking generational curses, healing ourselves, starting to love ourselves, stop consuming the media that's targeted towards us. You know, actually create positive and enlightened examples within the community that will actually benefit the community and not harm it. So Yeah. And on top of that, when I talk about the citizens of the US, you know how many of us there are? There's so many of us. Just think about it. If everybody stopped paying rent, what can they do? Nothing. They can't do nothing about it. They're gonna pout. They're gonna be like, oh no, what we're gonna do? Like, they know about our power, but unfortunately, we as a whole don't know because we have fear. Oh, if I don't, I'm scared if Susie won't do it. If Susie don't do it, then Susie is a dumbass. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, it's already expensive. I just saw a carton of eggs for $7. So it's like, within this year, this is a 9 year. 9 is the number of completion. Now, when things complete, it's not gonna be pretty all the time. So definitely a lot of feathers are gonna be ruffled, shaking the table. A lot of things are gonna happen. I'm just saying. Now, I'm not gonna say what I think is gonna happen because YouTube, but just take this video with a grain of salt. You know, use this as something to think about, you know? That's all I'm saying. But just start to look at everybody as a human being, because we all are. I appreciate my melanated community, my melanated gods and goddesses, and I also appreciate other people with other backgrounds as well. Only the ones that appreciate me, because unfortunately, melanated people are hated in every other community. And it ain't our fault that we the blueprint. Sorry. But I do appreciate the ones that appreciate us. You know, I'm rocking with Mark because Mark is rocking with us. You know what I'm saying? And if we all just came together and we're like, hey, let's do this, I'm just saying it will work. Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, it's already looking like rough right now when it comes to the certain things that's happening. But if it's rough right now, how do you think it's gonna look in a few months or in a few years? Just think about that. Before a rainbow always comes a storm. That's all I'm gonna say. Thank you for watching. Stay optimistic, stay authentic, stay resilient, stay kind, and stay beautiful, Reflection. Thanks for having time with Tatiana the Optimist. I'm out.